I would stick him right on NXT because he would bring up the value of that company, of that brand immensely. Tuesday nights will become bigger if he's on that show.
Let's talk about CM Punk while we still got time, and Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels recently commented on CM Punk saying, quote, "I understand he's a different kind of cat and can sometimes be challenging to get along with people. You know, that's probably why I like him, because I suffer from the same thing," end quote. He also was commented and saying he'd love to see CM Punk in NXT. Teddy and I talked about this last week and possibilities of that happening. Should he go to NXT first, or should he go to the main roster, Bill?
Oh, I would stick him right on NXT because he would bring up the value of that company, of that brand immensely. Tuesday nights will become bigger if he's on that show.
Teddy, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I'd say, but I mean, the way it is now, he's going to go from the big show to NXT, Raw, all of them. Yes. You know what I mean? They ain't going to hold him back and put him in no one particular spot. But I think him coming out in NXT will certainly send that brand to the top. I'm telling you.
Anybody that you can think of, inside NXT right now that you think would be a great match? And after watching the matches that I watched this past weekend with NXT, there's a whole list there. They've got incredible talent. Some of the talent on NXT, and I don't mean to keep pushing these guys over, but that was a hell of a pay-per-view. By the way, AEW had a hell of a pay-per-view too. We saw two great pay-per-views this past weekend, and we're lucky that we have this much wrestling. I say this over and over again, but without all this competition that everybody wants to pick a side with, there would be nowhere for me to go. If I were in AEW and I lost my job, at least I have WWE to go to, or at least apply to. And then you have ROH is still under AEW, but you get what I'm saying. It's important that we have these options out there.
It's the same like when WCW and WWE were in contention with each other and competition with each other.
Yes.
There was always, who's going where? That question, wrestling fans love to know that.
Yeah.
All right, two more quick things, and then we're out of time here, guys. I want to mention MJF. This is what I was talking about a while ago. MJF, folks, if you haven't noticed, he's changing character, but at the same time, and I see this all the time on the show, he has those hints of the devil. He never lets you forget that he is the devil, and you better keep that in mind because maybe he's not really the nice guy you think he is. And maybe there's more to MJF than what's going on. And with everything that's happening, MJF now has a little bit of a new twist to his story with Adam Cole. Now somebody in the back has attacked, Switchblade with the devil's mask that belongs to MJF, leading people to think that, well, maybe that was MJF. Well, no, that's not possible either. So keep your eyes on MJF. I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of interesting things coming for us from MJF, and I look forward to it. Bill, have you kept up with MJF much?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I think he's great. We talked on our last Time Machine about that if he goes to WWE, will he be the same? Other than the language that he won't be able to use, I think, the fans will keep this in mind now. Nobody knew what a big star Jade Cargill might be in WWE. It's a lot of pressure on her, okay?
Oh, yeah.
But fans knew who she was, so WWE gets that slap in the face that people do watch AEW. So the fans are going to know who MJF is just as well as they knew who Jade Cargill is. But other than the language barrier, I think he'll do great.
And Teddy, you said this last week. You said that you think that people may underestimate the wrestling fans of today because what happens in AEW, even though there may be sides, and I watch WWE over AEW, or I watch AEW over WWE, they still know who's playing on both teams.
Well, you got social media, man. Everybody's all over social media. It's impossible if you're a wrestling fan not to know these people.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we are out of time. Anything coming up for y'all that we need to talk about? What, Bub?
No. Well, coming up, it's the 8th anniversary of this book, Is Wrestling Fixed? I didn't know it was broken. You can still get it at Barnes and Noble, Amazon.
But now wait a minute. You just did that because you knew Teddy was going to pop in and say something else.
No, I wasn't.
I don't think he was.
No, I wasn't. I don't have nothing to talk about. I don't have anywhere I'm going to be, so I don't have nothing to talk about.
I'm trying to find my book. Where's my wrestling book? You got a copy of it, Bill?
I do, but
look, I know you've been selling it on online for 8 years now. You should have one right there.
Well, no, I haven't been selling it. Amazon has, but yeah. Well, just imagine that. Oh, wait a minute! There's a huge poster right behind me, but you can't see it. You can't see the poster, but it's
we're giving you a chance to see behind the scenes. Go ahead, Bill. Turn around. Show everybody.
Whoa! No, I've got to get up and hold on.
Oh, you mean you have to get out of the camera?
Yeah, but that's okay.
I'm Mac Davis. That's Teddy Long and Bill Leftis. We'll see you next week, everybody.
Holla.